Yo, man, what up, Skanks, man? Yo, that nigga was talking mad shit about you, man. He ain't take that loss lightly, yo. Yo, go shoot that motherfucker, yo.
Nah, I ain't gon' just lick off on them for shit talking. But he gon' be mad wiping my spit off him. You buggin', son. If you ain't hot from puffin' blunts, then it must be the crystal meth like Michael Douglas' son. Spit out the Gillette and cut him. Cause I can tell he frontin' like Fags do his only tattoo around his belly button with a rig on his tuggin'. This nigga can't tell me nothing. His pants so tight that if he try.
Good, man. Thank you for playing that shit just now, my G.
Yo, I'm telling you, I like the way you've embodied and captured the New York sound, and you're just mad nice with it, son. You know what I'm saying? But introduce yourself, let the people know what it is, let them know where you're from. We know you're from Brooklyn, little snotty nose nigga from Nostrum. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I catch all the lyrics, but let the people know what it is, man.
What up, y'all? You already know it's your boy, the Flow Professional, Skanks, the Rap Martyr, a.k.a. Master Norman Torben, nobody bombs harder than bad cop, damn, fifth and Sparta, and one half a stone and rum.
So, now you from Brooklyn, right? So, growing up as a kid in Brooklyn, how did you get into just rhyming, freestyling, and doing what you do?
Well, like,
Where you from, Bed-Stuy?
Now I'm from Crown Heights.
Oh, shit, yo, let's get it, nigga. Crownsville. Let's fucking go.
So, you know, I started off, my brother was a producer. Him and his partner, Self, they used to work with DOS Effects, you know, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? And then they found out.
Hold on. So this is your biological brother?
Yeah, same mother.
Okay. So now your brother's making beats. This is circa 90s, basically. You know what I'm saying? And you're a little shorty just heading to the studio with him, listening to his productions while he's in the house. Like, how did you get involved? Because, you know, big brother and little brother, they fuck with each other, but sometimes big brother can't bring you to everything he's doing.
Exactly. I used to get chased out the stool, all that, until one day they read my rhyme books like, oh, this little nigga got some shit right here, yo.
What age was that?
I was 11.
11 years old. We actually got 11 people in the chat room. Yo, pardon me, my show don't be jumping like that. I got a lot of subscribers, but I think niggas be hating on, I don't know what it is. Maybe I talk too much shit. Maybe they're like, yo, his shit looks too fly. This nigga be dressed well. I wanna hear this motherfucker. I need to hear some ignorant fucking gossip, you know what I'm saying? Fuck this nigga. But anyhow, you start kicking it off at 11. They start realizing that you nice. Now, I did a little research on you. You got, I don't know if you had a record deal or whatever, but you was popping at like 14.
Yeah, man, like around that, like around that time, probably like a year later, I got hooked up with MC Light, Lin Q, and Makiba Motorcycle. They had a management company.
MC Light, my nigga.
Word.
For real.
Word.
Yo, that's what's up. How did you even bump into her? How did that? Because I love MC Light. Like, I don't listen to females rap because females don't be rapping about shit that I just want to fuck you. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I don't care about your bars, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got a pussy. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that might be kind of fucked up, but I'm telling you how my brain works. You know what I'm saying? But MC Light, she's wild official with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was always nice. How did you link up with her?
Like, doing shows, like, my second ever show I did, you know what I'm saying?
So now you're doing shows with your brother after they find your rhyme book and you're 12 years old.
Word.
So then you bump into MC Light at your second show.
So the next day, they all came to my basement to hear my shit. And then the rest was history. I was going everywhere with them, you know what I'm saying? I done opened up for Biggie, you know what I'm saying? MOP, you name it back in the days when I was little, man.
Wow.
When they was fresh.
So did you have a record deal?
Yeah, well, actually, the first record, my first ever official release was 9-4 with Lyricist Lounge and Mark Echo. So with that said, you know what I'm saying, like, I put out a project after that, independently though.
What was the name of it?
Real good with B Street.
So you never linked up with Chris Cross and all these little niggas, Immature and all them niggas that was out at the time? There's a lot of young niggas. They were recruiting young niggas, you know what I mean, that could dance and rap and all that shit.
I was trying to battle all of them back then. I was looking to battle anybody that was young back then.
So you
know
fucked Crisscross up back in the day. You just like, yo, niggas, I don't care if you got your pants backwards. I will lyrically destroy you, son. What's poppin',
That's a
nigga?
fact. I had shit ready for all of them if I ran into them.
Okay, got you. So now, 12 years old, you release a track, you meet MC Light. MC Light comes to your basement, and what does she have to say to you after listening to your music?
She like, I want to sign you to a management deal and help you get a major deal.
Yo, what are you, by the way? You Jamaican, you American black, you Trini, what's up with you?
Oh yeah, well me, I'm born in St. Croix, really, but my family is from Antigua.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? But I've been.
You're a West Indian nigga.
Little baby. Yeah, word up. We got that. I got that West Indian roots in me, man.
He's got the coconut peas and rice with the roti, with the callaloo, with the peanut butter chicken, with the peanut punch, with the motherfucking yellow potato salad, with the peas and the carrot. You got the fly shit popping with the jerk chicken, jerk fish, escovitch, all that shit. So now, MC Lights got you on the road. You're performing. You're doing things. Do you get a major deal?
No, and like it was plenty major deals on the table, but we decided to go the indie route.
Okay, and do you regret that?
Nah, like not how the game went. I don't regret it at all.
Well, you see, Tribe Called Quest, not Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul with Tommy Boy, I think it is. I feel bad for them dudes. Like they can't get their masters, they can't get shit. And they don't really profit from a lot that they got going on. So even though you was a youngin', like you was around the right people that guided you on, like, nah, you might get a little 20,000, 40,000. We can have you riding dirt bikes in Brooklyn and shit, but in the long run, you're not gonna profit or benefit from this type of deal. So MC Light protected you from the suits.
So let me tell you what made me choose that. So we had a distribution deal with B Street independently with our own label, right?
Oh, okay, got you. So you did have distribution and a way to put your... Okay, got you.
Yeah. So now B Street is distributing it. Our shit is selling off the racks. B Street acting like it's not selling off the racks. But what they was doing was they was selling them to overseas people and overseas DJs. We ain't have no idea. And right now, that same record is worth $180 right now. And fresh off that single, I just got shot in the head. The first line is I said I wrote this with a slug in the head and ain't dead. And that was my first line on the
Well,
show.
see, that was the other thing that I wanted to segue into. I didn't want to get into it right off the bat and be like, yo, what's popping with the eye patch, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But Slick Rick back in the day, like he had the eye patch, and I haven't really seen the ill MC come through like that until I came across you. And his shit was, I think, a window. He was like by a window or something, and it smashed, and he got glass in his eye, and his shit got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what your shit was about. Do you mind getting into that story, like you?
Oh yeah. Look, what I got shot in my head. That shit fucks with my shit a little bit, but not completely. Like with my eye patch, I'm paying homage.
So your eye's not shot out or nothing?
Nah, it's not shot out. I had the bullet stuck, lodged in between the skull and the skin, and they took it out like about a month later. I could see out my shit though.
Oh, you just wear the eye patch on some cosmetic shit, like fashion shit?
Nah, for the simple fact, the first ever album I ever bought in my life that brought me into the game was The Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
So Uncle Nick was already on the yellow brick road. I already kind of
You was on point. Your journalism skills is up to point, Uncle Nick.
There we go, because I was correlating that with like a major injury. You know what I'm saying?
My record label is in the UK. My record label is in France.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Shinigami Records. Shout out to Kiyo Itachi and the family out there.
So you signed to a record label in France. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself right now. So how do you get shot in the head, dog? Let's get into it. If you don't mind, if you don't want to talk about it, we'll segue into something else.
being a bad little nigga back in the days, you know, running around, you know what I'm saying, really holding down, you know what I'm saying, some of my homies. And the homie I actually was holding down, rest in peace, did a bid, came home, and got bodied too. Not too long, man, since he came home. Did like 15, he got bodied when he came home.
So you caught a bullet in your head for this person. They went to jail, came back, and died. And somebody murdered them.
Word.
Damn. So let's just leave it at that. I'm not Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna get into all that extra shit, but I want the people to know that shit is real on your side, and I want them to get some of your story. You know what I'm trying to say? So, how does your mother, how does your father, how does your brother, how does MC Light, how does everybody react to this?
Yeah, everybody was like shocked, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was hurt.
Did they know you were like in the streets fucking around, or, you know what I mean?
Like, you know, like, to an extent, but they don't really know what I'm doing. You know, I'm a little nigga, so I ain't like telling my family, like, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm running around doing this, I'm robbing niggas over here, I'm busting heads over here. I ain't telling them all that, you know what I'm saying?
They think you're just a little hip-hop man going out doing your shit, gotcha.
Exactly.
So they weren't upset with you, basically. They didn't shun you. They weren't like, yo, son, MC Light didn't diss you and was like, yo, I'm not fucking with you no more. Because nowadays, son, I play mad basketball all my life. My nigga Jeremy Hazel, he's from Harlem. Like, I watched him ball out since he was like 11, 12 years old. I knew he was going to be a star. Like, he was just mad gifted. But he had two brothers, I believe they were in the streets and all that. But he always would come back and forth to Harlem. He played for Seton Hall. I think he still holds the scoring record for a season. Like, he was killing it, you know what I'm saying? But he got shot in the arm. It was a bullshit robbery, you know what I'm saying? And he was supposed to go to the NBA the next year. And one of the things that really held him up, why everybody fell back off of him, because they were like, oh, he got shot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there might be some static around that. And I'm not going to get into all that, but there's times where professionals and corporations and different people, once they find out that street violence somehow found its way to your doorstep, they're not fucking with you, you know what I mean?
I agree 100%, you know what I'm saying?
But they still held you down. So now, 16, they take the bullet out your head. Do you feel super gangster, or do you start to chill out at that point?
I say I felt a little bit, I felt upset more than anything. Like, I wanted revenge more than anything at the time, you know, being young, hot-headed. You know what I'm saying? I say I felt revenge more than anything, but I took it easy and took it out in the booth, you know what I'm saying? Like, my
got you.
Me, and then I took it out in the booth. My head was still wrapped up in all that when I laid that song. You know what I'm saying? Still had the bullet in my head and all that when I laid that song. Well,
you're a gangster, son. You know who you gotta do a song with, son?
Who that?
Conway.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Y'all gotta talk, y'all could do a crazy song about getting shot in the fucking head. It might sound dark, it might sound fucked up, pardon me that I'm being so blunt, but I think real niggas will love that song.
Oh, no, I feel you, though, what you're saying, though. You know what I'm saying? I never really, like, addressed it much in the song, but that time when I was little, too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you. And then you grew out of it. So now let's get on to happier times. So, 16, all this shit goes down. What's it like for Skanks moving forward?
It was like exciting, you know, because I started my own label, you know what I'm saying? We did a couple tours, you know what I'm saying? Traveled through the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? West Coast. We did a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I developed a lot of young artists along the way, you know what I'm saying? Before getting up with the label I'm with now, Shinigami Records, you know. I still got my label, Anarchy.
One more time. What was the name of that record label?
Shinigami Records in France.
Shinigami? That sounds like some Japanese shit.
Word. He on some samurai chop your head off shit. That's how
okay, yeah, because I fuck a lot of Japanese bitches, so I know when I hear certain stuff, you know what I mean?
Word. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You heard me? But anyhow, right? It's about you, son. You know, Uncle Nick still got to interject. I'm a psycho. But anyhow, so now you're moving forward, and you link up with the guys that got you signed now, but how did you get your independent record label popping off, and who was initially down with that, and what was the name of the label, and let's get into that.
Anarchy Records. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my bro Cat. Like, we've been doing our thing since, you know, from the 2000s on to now. You know, like, we did a lot of mixtapes in the mixtape era, especially in the Midwest. Like, we started our label in the Midwest, in Ohio and shit.
So how the fuck you wound up in Ohio? You just started fucking with niggas over there? Were you on some camera and shit? I used to get money in Ohio.
You know how we do. We move around. You know, we got peoples all over. You know how us Brooklyn G's be. We move around, you know. You'll find a Brooklyn person in every state, every country. You'll fuck around and find somebody from Brooklyn.
Well, I like to say that New York in general, wherever you go. I remember I was in Reading, Pennsylvania one day. I was getting money over there. You know what I'm saying? And some shit happened and it just got out of control. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I just, you know what I mean? I told my little man to come with me because I knew that, whatever, it was stuff going on. So we wound up getting on the car Biber bus. We were at the fucking bus depot and some Dominican nigga came out of nowhere like, yo, what's going on? Dímelo. I don't speak Spanish, but my man is Spanish, he's Puerto Rican. And he's like, yo, ta fuma, let's smoke, fuego. And I'm like, yo, this nigga has some crazy piff, nigga. And yo, we got smoked out and we rode the whole bus back to New York. You find New York niggas anywhere, son. Nigga just came out the shadows. It was like a fucking 20 below type shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got mad piff like, yo, dímelo, what's going on, nigga? But anyhow, talk your shit.
Word, though. Nah, you speaking straight facts, man.
Yeah.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, cause the thing about going to those states is Commonwealth state. So when you go to jail, you gotta pay for your bid. It's different.
Yeah.
Like niggas in New York got it sweet. You come out of a 15-year bid, you be owing like fucking $100,000, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Restitution, you gotta pay that shit back. So now, 18, 21, you getting it popping. You get your independent record label going.
Yeah, so, you know, I got the same studio when my brother was recording. I inherited that joint. So that's why I was developing my artist and the product at, you know what I'm saying? And the first project we actually put out was a joint called The Ill Mixture with me and my bro LG, who later became one of the members of Bangkok Fam too when we formed Bangkok Fam. And that shit took off.
So you go by Skanks, but Bangkok is just a group.
Yep, Brooklyn Assassin Ninjas killing all instrumentals.
Okay, got you, because I put it together there because I realized it was Skanks the Rhyme something. But I don't have enough characters in the YouTube title to do all that. So I was just like, Skanks.
Skanks is perfect.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
And Bangkok, you know, that's perfect. It's Skanks and from Bangkok Fam. It's perfect.
So I was able to give you props and give you crew some props. Kudos to Uncle Nick for doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I went with my gut, son. You know what I mean? So now you're popping.
You was on point, Uncle Nick.
Yeah, so now you got your group going. You're doing your thing. You drop this solo album. Take me from there. I'm going to shut the fuck up because I talk a lot. I'm drinking beer.
Yeah, so we put out, you know what I'm saying, The Ill Mixture. And then we started doing, like, tours and shit. Like, we was on the GZ Recession tour with GZ, Little Boosie, you know. We was on a tour with Gucci Man, you know what I'm saying?
So you was getting love, pardon me, I said I would shut the fuck up, right? But I don't. You was getting love from the South more than New York?
All around, you know, just because, remember I told you, we was based out the Midwest at the time. When we
got you. So that's what was gravitating towards what was, I got you, all right.